Yo, what's the business, man? What's the business? What's the business? What's goody? Still Mills checking back in with y'all, man, for another video. It's a few. I'm gonna do like two or three because I just didn't get into them last night. But AB, welcome back, AB. I was happy to see the brother back. I tuned in a little bit later because I was watching Valdez versus Burchell. I thought that was a bigger fight. And boy, was it a bigger fight. We gonna get into that next. But I think, man, I like what I saw from Broner last night. I did, man. But I understand people's gripe with him as well, bro. Because it's true. You got to speak on him, bro. Like the bro just will not let them hands go. He will not let them hands go. But I think once again, what people get fucked up, and I talked about this in another video, just aggression and being active. Is it effective or not? A lot of the shots that I mean, Giovanni was that's my son's name, except it's Giovanni. But Giovanni Santiago last night was he was active, but a lot of the shots weren't landing. He was landing, but to the effect that everybody was oh man, he winning because he's throwing more punches. This is what I'm talking about. When it comes to scoring fights, I tuned in about the sixth round or something, maybe the fifth round, and I honestly, I maybe with maybe an exception of the 12th, I didn't have him winning the round. He was working. Yeah, he was working, but Broner was popping that man's head with the jab all night. Like whenever he threw it, it wasn't so much inactivity from Broner to where it was like it wasn't Lomachenko against Teofimo inactivity. He was pot shotting, launched the jab. He get in close, he worked the body in the clinch. He was sharpshooting. I had no issues with what Broner did last night. Personally, I do. I mean, but I understand people's, why people get so irritated with him. It's like, bro, you do got to get a little bit more active. I think if Broner opened up just a little bit more, he, he'd clearly be dominating the competition that he's fighting. Even with Jesse Vargas, there was no reason for that fight to be a draw. He could have won that fight. You just got to get a little bit more active, man. You need to get back with Kevin Cunningham, man. Like that, bro. Like I said in another video, that bro was on your ass, man. Like, nah, man, you need to let your fucking hands go. That's the type of coaching that he needs. He don't need no yes man around him. He needs somebody that's gonna let him know, nigga, get in there and do what you do in the gym. But besides that, I saw like what I saw from Broner last night. I dug personally, man. Maybe I was just happy to see the brother back. But I think the dude is Broner is slick. He's slick. He's slick, and people get so people get so caught up in offense to a point where it clouds their judgment, man, and just nah, it can't just be like that because the motherfucker is swinging. A lot of them shots were caught. He landed. Don't get it fucked up. He most definitely landed, but he was more active. But even with Broner wasn't so inactive that he was out of the fight or out of the round. I think the scorecards, from what I'm hearing, the score, the one, because as soon as the first round, the 12th round ended, I went upstairs and hopped in the shower. I was tired, but after the first round, like the first 6 rounds or whatever, I was like, man, he was extremely inactive. So I can't judge on that. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the fight. But from what I saw when I tuned in, I'm like, y'all tripping off of this? You know, dude is getting busy in there. And they just want him to be this combination puncher like 135-pound Floyd, and you're just not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get an economical puncher. You're gonna get an economical puncher in Adrian Broner. That's just at this moment. That's who he is right now. That's who he is. All right, cool. I don't think he's Landy Lara economical with it. I don't think he's to that degree. This is the second time I use Lara in, in an analogy. That's my nigga though. But I don't think he's to that degree. What I do think is He's gonna throw 1-2. 1-2. I mean, even last night with the step back left hand, he was catching him all night, bro. Like from what I can't say all night. I'll say half the night because that's when I tuned in at the half. But he was catching him from what I saw. He was catching him. Broner is slick, man. Broner is slick. He's really good defensively. Really good guard. Really good upper body movement. He's slick in the clinch. He catches a lot of shots from the elbow, the glove. He's good. He's really good. Y'all about to sit here and tell me, oh man, he ain't doing it. He lost it. I'm like, I didn't have any rounds going towards Giovanni. Maybe except the 12th. That's just me though, man. I think people really, I'm seeing people say, man, he ass, he garbage, he this. I'm like, how? I ain't watching no Broner fight no more. Why? Because you want to get in there and see a slugfest. You're not gonna get that from Broner, man. You're not. You're not. Broner is trying to be Floyd-like. You dig? And I don't see nothing wrong with it, man. I think now Floyd was a little bit more active, a lot more slicker, and a lot more precise with his countering. Like Floyd is a different beast, but Floyd isn't no high volume puncher as well. That's not his game. At least not half a B. Not money made. No, not at all. So I love watching Broner in there last night with dude, man. I thought he got busy, man. I thought he looked good. I thought his reflexes were still there. His timing was still there. He didn't look like he missed a day off. He hasn't looked like he took 2 years off. He hasn't. He looked really sharp in there last night, man. He looked really sharp in there, considering who he is, like his fighting identity. He looked like ordinary Mo. I said the same thing when Thurman came back. It looked like ordinary Mo. He just got caught. That's just how it goes, man. So everybody up here talking this bullshit about Adrian Broner looking bad, and I'm like, man, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. Dude looked good last night. His fighting skill, man. I ain't with the fun boy shit, but his fighting, his fighting capabilities. He looks sharp in there, man. So get out of the mindset that we want combinations from Adrian Broner. You're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that from AB. You're not. It's just not gonna happen. You're gonna get sharp shooting. You're gonna get a lot of defense. You're gonna get defense more so than anything. I think after he got dropped by Maidana, I don't think he's been the same since he got dropped by Maidana. Yeah, I don't think he that shit was embarrassing to him, bro. Like ever since that he got dropped by, he's like, nah, I don't want to ever be in a position where I gotta pick myself up off the canvas. You're not gonna get that. So I need motherfuckers to chill out with the Adrian Broner slander, man. Homeboy looked good in there from a boxing standpoint. He got busy, man. He looked smooth in there. He looked sharp, and he looked defensively responsible in there, and poised. So I can't wait to see what else is in store. But I mean, just when you get up there in the if Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez stay at 40, you are going to have to pick up the activity a little bit more. Because you're going to have to walk through the fire to get to them. Especially a Josh Taylor, man. Josh Taylor is going to give you a lot more, he's going to give you different looks. He's going to give you different looks. So, if he stays at 40. But even with Regis Prograis, I don't think you're going to be able to stay that, you're not going to be able to keep your hands at home fighting Regis Prograis. I don't think it's going to happen, bro. You're going to have to do something to keep that man up off you because Prograis is a dog. He comes to fight. So, but yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it, man. Still Mills, man. Like and subscribe. I'm out.